Hello my dear students, welcome back to Learn Physics. In today's video, we are continuing with the kinematics portion and today's topic is about assertion reason type questions. So what is this assertion reason type questions? In those questions, two statements will be given. One is assertion and the other is reason. You should find out and some options will be given like, see here first one, assertion and reason are true and reason is the correct explanation for assertion. This is the first statement. Second one will be assertion and reason are true. Reason is not the correct explanation for assertion. And third option will be assertion is true and reason is false. And fourth option will be assertion is false, reason is true. And fifth option will be both assertion and reason are false. So these kind of options can come in your answer sheets. So while we are getting those two statements, first you should check whether assertion is true or false. Okay, if suppose assertion is true and reason also we got it as true, then in these two statements, because here it is both, we got the answer like assertion is true, reason is true, right? So assertion is true, reason is true. This is not the option and this also not the option, this also not the option. Then either any one of these will be the answer. Then if you are getting like this, after the assertion statement, you can use a because and read the second one. Whether it is the correct explanation. We are giving a correct explanation for the statement which is given in the assertion type in the second reason. Okay, reason statement is whether it is the correct explanation for the assertion or not. That one we need to check. So while you are getting an assertion reason type question, you should analyze which one is true, whether both are true or false. Those statements are true or false, that one. Then you can eliminate some other things. Okay, so if suppose assertion is true and reason is false, if the question, if we are getting like this, then the only option is this one, right? And if assertion is false, reason is true, the same way. So we can eliminate that one and find out. So now shall we move? Here the first question is, in VT graph shown in figure, average velocity in time interval 0 to t0 depends only on v0 and it is independent of t0. So here one velocity time graph is given, v and t. Velocity time graph is like this. Here it is given v0 and here it is given t0. Not here, the final here. Here it is t0. Okay, in the given figure, average velocity in time interval 0 to t0 depends only on v0. It is independent of t0. It is depends only on v0 and it is independent of t0. And reason is given like, in the given time interval, average velocity is v0 by 2. So if the question in VT average velocity in time interval, average velocity is independent of t0 depends on v0. So first we need to find out the average. So a question comes like this, average velocity is independent of t0 and depends on v0 means what will we do? First we will find out the average velocity. What is the value of average velocity? How can we find out? Average velocity equals total displacement divided by time. So velocity time graph, how can we find out the displacement? Displacement is Yes, area under the graph will give you displacement. It's a triangle, half into base into height. Okay, divided by time. Time is t0. So here we are getting it as half v0. This is the average velocity. So it is independent of t0 and depends on v0. To understand this one, whether it is correct or not, we are using, so the next reason is, this is the assertion. So the assertion is true. Now we got assertion as true. Okay, now now we are moving to the reason type. Reason, in the given time interval, average velocity is v0 by 2. So reason also correct. Here we got the average velocity as v0 by 2 only, right? So here reason also correct, v0 by 2. So it is true. So for finding the whether it is correct or not, for finding the statement whether it is correct or not, we used the we found out the value of average velocity and we got it as v0 by 2. Same statement only given as reason. So reason is the correct explanation for the assertion. So here which one will be coming? First statement, both assertion and reason are true. Reason is the correct explanation for the assertion. Clear? Next, second question. We know the relation A equals dV by ds. A equals dV by ds into V. Therefore, if the velocity of the particle is 0, acceleration is equal to 0. This is assertion. Assertion is given like we know that A equals dV by ds into V. Therefore, if velocity of a particle is 0, then acceleration is also 0. In the above equation, A is instantaneous acceleration. That is, in the above equation, A is, reason is given like A is instantaneous acceleration. Okay, so here first we need to find out if velocity of a particle is 0, then acceleration also will be equal to 0. If velocity of the particle is 0, particle is not having any velocity. If it is not having any velocity, whether acceleration will be present over there? Acceleration is not present over there. So A equals dV by ds into dt, where it is moving with a constant velocity. If it is moving with constant velocity, also acceleration will be equal to 0. Right? It's not like if in the above. Therefore, if velocity of the particle is 0, then acceleration is 0. That is not always true. Okay, then next is given acceleration is in the above equation, acceleration is instantaneous acceleration. We know instantaneous acceleration A equals dV by dt. Right? dV by dt, how we can write down? dV by ds into ds by dt. ds by dt is V. So reason is true. So here in this, if velocity is 0, acceleration is equal to 0. That is not if velocity is, if object is moving with a constant velocity, then also acceleration will be equal to 0. And one more thing is here, see here, if velocity is equal to 0 at the highest point, if we are considering the highest point, I am throwing an object. Okay, when I am throwing an object, the velocity is 0 at the highest point. If I am throwing an object with a particular velocity and it is reaching to the maximum height, then velocity will be equal to 0 at the maximum height. Then their acceleration is existing. Right? So here this is not true. That is, here it is false and reason is true. So the answer will be assertion is false and reason is true. Clear? So next one. Now the third question is, starting from rest with 0 acceleration, if acceleration of a particle increases at a constant rate of 2 meter per second square, then the velocity should increase at a rate of 1 meter per second. So here in the next question it is given, acceleration is increasing at a rate of 2 meter per second square, then the velocity should increase at a rate of 1 meter per second. This is the assertion which is given. When the particle starting from rest with zero acceleration if acceleration of the particle increases at a constant rate of 2 meter per second square. So acceleration is increasing at a constant rate. Then here dA by dt equals 2. If it is dA by dt equals 2, in the acceleration is increasing at a rate of 2, at a constant rate of 2, then dA by dt equals 2. Then what will be dA? dA will be equal to 2 dt. Therefore acceleration will be 2t. Whether it is increasing at a constant rate, it is not increasing at a constant rate, it is changing with respect to time. So here assertion is given false. Okay, then for the given condition dA by dt equals to A equals, therefore A equals to T, that is true only. Reason is true, assertion is false, because acceleration is not increasing at a constant rate, it is changing with respect to time. Right, so A equals 2t. A equals 2t is correct. That was given in the second statement. Reason dA by dt equals 2 meter per second square and A equals 2t. That is correct. That is, reason is true, but assertion is false. Next question. Average velocity can't be zero in uniform acceleration. Average velocity to be zero, a non-zero velocity should not remain constant. So first one, assertion is average velocity can't be zero in case of uniform acceleration. If an object is moving with uniform acceleration, when an object is falling down, it is moving with the uniform acceleration. So average velocity cannot be zero. Average velocity, see, if an object is moving in the upward direction and coming back, okay, so average velocity here will be equal to 0. Right, average velocity will be equal to 0 because total displacement is equal to 0. Displacement is 0, therefore average velocity will be 0. Here acceleration is constant acceleration, right? So here an average velocity can't be 0 in case of uniform acceleration, that is false. Assertion is false. Reason, average velocity to be 0, a non-zero velocity should not remain constant. If average velocity to be 0, then non-zero velocity should not remain constant. That is correct only, because average velocity, if average velocity need to be 0 means this non-zero velocity should remain constant, should not remain constant. That is true only. So here also assertion is false and reason is true. Okay, next one, first I will read the question. Displacement time equation of two particles moving in a straight line are S1 equals 2t minus 4t square, S1 equals 2t minus 4t square and S2 equals minus 2t plus 4t square. Relative velocity between two will go on increasing. So we need to find out the relative velocity, whether it has gone increasing or not, that one we need to find out. Then reason is, if velocity and acceleration are of same sign, then speed will increase. First, next is this one, need calculations are there. So first we will go for reason. The displacement, if velocity and acceleration are of same sign, then speed will be increasing. Speed is increasing. So velocity is positive, acceleration also positive. Velocity is negative, acceleration is negative. V and A are of same sign, then velocity is, speed is increasing. True or false? It is true. Right? Speed is increasing only. Both are of same sign. Velocity is increasing and velocity is negative direction, velocity is increasing, then it will be, it's what is that? Both are of same sign, since speed will be increasing. It's not retardation. We are not telling it's retardation. Okay. So here, so this is true. reason is true. Now we need to find out relative velocity, whether it has go on increasing or not. So first we can find out the velocity in the first case, ds by dt, that is 2 minus 8t. ds2 by dt, that is minus 2 plus 8t. Okay, now V12 equals V1 minus V2. V1 minus V2 is 2 minus 80 minus of minus 2 plus 80. Right? So here it is 2 minus 80 plus t minus 80. So here 4 minus 16t. So whether it is gone increasing, because as time increases, relative velocity is decreasing. So this is false. Assertion is false and reason is true. Okay. So in assertion reason type questions, first you need to find out whether assertion is true or false and reason is true or false. If both are true, then you need to find out whether the reason is correct explanation of assertion or not. Okay dears. So I hope today's video is useful for you, and assertion reason type questions are useful for your board exams also. Okay, clear? Then that's all for today. If you like the channel, please don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Thank you for watching. Bye.